evening, folks. It's the evening of June 12th as I'm doing this here video, and this is in preparation for the June 13th newsletter and radio program. I want to thank all of you for your patience where I haven't been on the radio program for 5 weeks now. Various reasons behind that, but what I will do on the program tomorrow, I'll give a brief update of what has been taking place. Bottom line is we had some issues where things were extremely tight, extremely important, and I had to be extremely careful and low-key. We ended up having what was called a real serious direct attack trying to shut us down. And also what happens is when we're in that type of a setting and we know that there's things that are going on in the background in the preparation of all these currency exchanges, we know also the opposition is active. And then when I go on the radio program, it's like I stir up the hornet's nest. So that's why I am asked by them to basically have seasons where I have to go quiet. On that note, I can say things are progressing very, very well. I am not at liberty to go into any details yet at this time, but I can say is that because I am going to be back on the program tomorrow night, that is a sign that they've made some very good progress and they're confident about their ability to continue to move forward. Now, I want to thank all the folks also that attended the workshop in Minneapolis a week and a half ago. On the upcoming schedules, what we have this Saturday, I am hosting Gary Renard, he's and his wife Cindy at a workshop here in Sedona. Now it's their workshop, not mine, but remember, he's the author of the book that I call Disappearance of the Universe. It's the one that I've said that has changed my life more than anything else. And folks, I would highly recommend you getting that book if you really want to know what's going on, how this world works and operates, and what it is we need to do within ourselves to really improve ourselves in what we call in our whole settings in this world. Highly recommended book. So I'm hosting Gary and Cindy this coming weekend. Well, and then the following week, I'm going to be in Norway. That is a hosted workshop, which means I did not schedule it. There are a group of people in Norway that are very well organized, and they said, Dave, would you please come? So they're hosting it. They are running the registration, so I don't have any of that, excuse me there. And so, but it's going to be nice to be there. I leave a week from Thursday. I'll be gone for a week, which means the radio program in a couple of weeks, I'm going to be doing the Wednesday night program. I'll be in Norway doing that radio program. So, and then with that, we have one other workshop that is going to be another hosted workshop. I do get to send out a newsletter on this one, and I will assist in the registration with this one. And it's going to be in Laverne, Minnesota. It's going to be the third weekend in July. There's a wonderful gentleman that is there, that he has a group of organized people that he is always able to bring in a number of them himself, and I don't have to do the work on it. So that's going to be the other one. Now, so why am I not scheduling any workshops? Well, I'm just going to be honest, folks. I think we are that close, and I don't want to have a lot of stuff on my agenda when we want to be working through all the processes that are involved. So setting everybody up in the round one distribution. So with that, so now, what about the program tomorrow night? Well, I did talk about 4 weeks ago, I was going to do a program and I had to cancel it. And I was going to talk about what is this next step that's our responsibility, about who we are and what's our role in this process. And it's more than just about the money. And how do we help create change, and what creates all of our problems? I did touch on the fact that the real issue, the bottom line issue that creates most of our problems, are what are called separation consciousness. Excuse me. It's also referred to as duality consciousness, and in the Course in Miracles, it's talked about as the ego consciousness. It creates all of our problems. I'm going to briefly talk about that again, and then I'm going to go into, okay, if that's the issue, then how do we resolve that? How do we fix that? And what does that do? And that comes back to developing what is called heart consciousness. I'm going to talk about some of the new discoveries that is being taking place about how this organization called Heart Math Institute, they talk about how they've discovered that inside the heart is this second brain that we have. Very tiny little small brain, but when it is activated in its appropriate manner, it's extremely powerful about what it can do and what it produces and how it makes a difference in our lives, and it begins to touch people all around us. Now, on the program tomorrow night, I'm going to go back to, and this one will be live streaming on my YouTube channel. I'm not going to do Facebook. I'm going to do it on YouTube. You can find my YouTube channel just at Dave Schmidt. Go into YouTube, put in my name and you'll come up and you'll see my channel that is there. It'll be a live stream on the YouTube channel, but also there will also be links. The links are always in the newsletter that I send out and also on my website, thesedonaconnection.com. You'll find the links to the live streaming. You'll find the links to the radio program. They are in the newsletter and also on the website. So would love to have you on the program tomorrow night joining us, and you can always feel free again to call in because there'll be some opportunities for some live Q&A. So we'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow night on the program. Okay, thanks a lot. Okay, bye-bye.